Hey guys, it's Chris here, and I got this package from eBay. It came in the mail today, and it's a part for the Herman Miller Embody Chair. It's the button for the right side armrest. It's a heavy price tag at $34, and you can see here I taped the broken part to the chair, and it's been broken for many years now, more than 2 years. And for reference, I just have it there, so if I ever go to an authorized retailer to get it repaired, I know what kind of part I'm looking for and I can show them this. You can see it has some letters on it like R for right side and the words for WB. And it's just been a real hassle to use my button on my armrest. You can see here it still works. I was able to take it apart and get it back to working condition. The only thing is that this button is recessed in and it's kind of hard to activate, so it's always been a hassle for me and it's been kind of cumbersome. I decided to bite the bullet, and I was lurking around eBay or Amazon, and I found it on eBay for $34, including shipping and tax. It came out to $43, and that's the bullet I had to bite. So even though it's broken, it still works. I just wanted it to get it fully working so I didn't have to bother with the button anymore being recessed and kind of hard to activate. So this video is going to show how to replace that part, and let's get started. First thing is I have this tool here. It has a bunch of different sizes of hexagons, and the one we're using here is the 5 and 32 quarters. If you Google the part you need, I believe it's called like Torx T27. You're going to need two sizes, this one the 5 and 32 quarters, and also the 7-64 tool. So the first step is to remove these two screws on the armrest, and that's just so we can remove the whole arm and have it easier to work with. Unscrewing this is the first one, the top one, is kind of easy to get to. The second one, it takes a little bit of like yoga on the screw because the whole podium thing is kind of in the way. So I would be very kind of slow with it and just get it little turn by turn so you can get enough of it out of it where you can use your hand or fingers to unscrew it. And you can see here that the screw is not fully threaded. It's only halfway through, so there's not too much unscrewing to do. There's a bit, just take your time with it and get it so that it's loose enough to get your hands there to unscrew it with your fingers. Once the arm is out, there's two screws to remove the arm pad, the padding on the top, and this two screws require that smaller 764 tool. So unscrew these two, and from here it doesn't take too much and the cushion pad just pops right off. Now you can see the part that is broken. If we take that piece of plastic I taped to my chair, it lines up almost perfectly. Now I thought about super gluing it, also like taping it or something. In the end, I just think it's too thin, so it won't even be sturdy enough to keep working after I tape it or super glue it. So I just left it as is. That's just how it snapped off from pressing the button so many times. Over time, I guess it got stressed and just snapped clean right off. So if we remove the piece, fish that hook off of that spring-loaded column, and you can take that part right out, and it still works. And here's just a quick look at how that button works. When you press the button, it pulls this column up, which is kind of spring loaded, and that lets you extend and retract the arm up and down. And putting the new part in, line up that column with the space here just so you can hook it up. And once you've gotten hooked on that column, we can move on to the next part. This is where you need like a flathead screwdriver so that you can pry this metal piece out. Take your time with it and it'll eventually just pop off. When it does pop off, it might fly somewhere, so make sure you find it. This metal piece is what keeps that flat plastic in place, so when you push the button, it'll stay down. And once it's off into the slot, once it's in the slot, push the metal clip back on against the plastic so that the part right there stays in place. And from here, once that button's on secure, we can put the arm pad back on and screw those two screws to secure it and work our way backwards from how we took it off. So once we put these two screws in, the next two screws are putting the arm back on the chair, and this is also where you have to align the screw holes into the two holes that I'm showing right here. And that's how to fix this part. It's been a long time since I've had a working button, and I'm happy it's finally done. It cost 43 bucks, $34 with shipping and tax came out to 43 bucks. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And let me know if you've had any other problems with your chair. I'd love to know. So far, this chair has been really great to me. Aside from the button, I really like the ergonomics of it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for future content. Like the video if you did. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.